Foundational skills. Would you believe you've probably already heard of and might even employ some of the foundational skills of DT? These skills include empathy, observing, listening, and critical thinking. There's also insight, creativity, collaboration, and storytelling. Sound familiar, right? Let's dig a little deeper into some of these key skills. You might already know that empathy is the ability to feel and share the emotions of others. But did you know there are different aspects to empathy? Meadows and Parikh label these aspects as cognitive, emotional, and active. Cognitive empathy is being able to understand another's perspective. Emotional empathy is the kind we often think of as empathy in general, the ability to feel others' feelings. And active empathy is acting in a way that benefits others. To practice empathy, you can consciously seek to understand others' perspectives and feelings. Talk to them about what's important to their part of a project or why they do the work they do. Try to understand their thoughts, goals, motivations, and feelings. Think about how you might feel if you were in their shoes. It might feel awkward at first, you might need to remind yourself to do it, but eventually, empathizing with others will begin to feel more natural. Another important foundational skill for DT, and it's important to empathizing too, is listening. But wait, you say, I already know how to listen. Perhaps you do, in which case this will just be a gentle reminder. But many people think they're listening when what they're actually doing is just hearing. What's the difference? Hearing is the physiological phenomenon of the ear recognizing sounds in the environment around it. But listening is a focused activity, concentrated on trying to understand the message behind sounds. Think about it. When you put on music in the background while working, are you listening to that music and its message, or are you just hearing the sound in the background while focusing on the work in front of you? Now think about attending a concert. Are you just hearing the music as background noise, or are you actively listening to the songs, feeling the emotion of the message behind the words and music? To apply design thinking, you need to cultivate the skill of listening, not just hearing. As you interview stakeholders or discuss with your teammates, focus on their words and the message they're trying to get across. Don't skip ahead in your mind to what you plan on saying in response. Devote yourself to paying attention to what the person speaking means and what they're trying to communicate. Remember to listen to tone of voice as well. Someone saying, "oh," in response to seeing your product could be saying it with excitement, disappointment, or even confusion. And that difference is important. You haven't forgotten about the slow elevators problem, have you? Don't worry, we'll get back to it soon. Tools and techniques.